And good evening to everybody on stream. Not sure how many guys are there, but you are welcome, and welcome to Uncle John, Eugene, and Rab here on Discord, guys. I didn't mean on doing a flight right now, but I got into an interesting conversation with a user, and I thought I'm gonna do this flight. So here we are. Right. I'm basically ready to go, so I'm just gonna start my APU, close up everything, and get going.
Damn you.
What now?
Don't know yet.
On the cockpit, the tow's driving up now.
Right. We did not use that. That's fine. There's our map. Hey, Rob.
All doors and hatches are
Hey,
closed. We're
Christer.
connecting now.
Hello, Christer.
Hello, Krista.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
I am, yes I am. Beta 13.
Before start procedure complete.
Tow's connected and bypass pins inserted. Release the
Ready
brakes.
for before start checklist.
Okay, push is commencing. Go ahead and start the engines.
Start number 2 engine.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in.
Oh.
Press the ring if you need anything.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
We'll have to look, we'll have to see.
Forward boarding door has been closed. Once again, we do need all passengers.
25 and 2.
Right, so this is our load sheet. We've got a full house
Starter
if we look
cutout.
at the actual passenger numbers and stuff, so it's gonna be fun. Climbing up to 360 all the way to Buffalo. I don't know if there's a different Buffalo. They call this one Buffalo Niagara. So anyway, we're going up there to the Niagara Falls. Start number 1 engine.
Operations complete. Set the brakes.
Starting number 1 engine.
Stand by. We're disconnecting the tow now.
So Krista, did you see all the flights I added this morning into the VA? A lot of them are there in Scandinavia.
Twenty-five and 2.
Hello, Colin. Welcome, welcome.
TOW's disconnected and bypass pin removed. Signals on the right. We'll see you.
Engine start procedure complete.
There's the man. Okay, so for those of you that use Antonio's little weather widget thingy with NOAA enhancement stuff, he released it finally to you guys. This one is even, I had to upgrade even because it's better than the beta now. So there you go, it is available. Please remember you have to use the Explain 12 in sim QNH. Do not use the real world weather, VATSIM or IVEO. That's the whole claim to fame of that thing. Works like magic. Right, okay, let's get going. Let me get my chart up so I can see where I'm going.
Taxi lights on.
Yes, and there you go. It says the new flight predictions have been reset. I don't think it works on YouTube. I think that's all pertaining to Twitch. So that's why it's not coming up in the YouTube chat, but it is on the screen. That's interesting. I have to ask Dan if he hasn't been able to fix it up for us in YouTube. That would be cool. Hello, Thunder.
Hi, Nico.
How goes?
Good. After I just realized, with some help from Roll, about fixing my Python files, I did something I never do, and I overwrote them, and that caused the issue.
Okay. As long as you have an answer.
Yeah, to do with the new NOAA program.
Yeah. I didn't realize my sound was that loud here in the room. I had to bring it down a bit now. Hello Steve, welcome. We were supposed to go slightly differently, but it's okay. I'm looking at the charts and I don't think these Navigraph charts for some reason are synced completely correctly. That's why I'm getting confused. They are not synced correctly, not the charts. No, they're not synced correctly. Or the scenery is wrong. Either or. There is definitely a problem here. I kind of think the scenery is wrong. So before Eugene and Paul say it again, I've just remembered my flaps. See Eugene, you're good influence.
Yeah, I was just laughing.
Ready
Yeah.
for before taxi procedures. Flaps 5 set.
Bit of an uphill here. before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure complete.
I just want to quickly calibrate
Ready
my
for before takeoff
rudders
checklist.
because one of the last few flights it was very sensitive. Doesn't feel all that sensitive now. In actual fact, no, it actually feels cool now. So, mind of its own.
Stabilized.
Go.
Takeoff thrust set. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Get up. Come on, day. And we can log up.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist. Flaps 1 set.
Look at that. There's a problem. Lift your nose, buddy.
Acceleration altitude.
That was interesting. Wow.
Flaps up and set.
You know what? I'm gonna go directly. And have to fly that whole set. It's not necessary.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off.
Right, so we are well and truly on our way now. Not at the moment, Krister. Must be honest, in the last version 12, my flickering only started in the descent. I didn't have it in the climb and the cruise. It was always only in the descent.
I'm the same.
Yes, it is, Steve. Yeah.
Always in the descent.
Approaching transition.
It will be an absolute blessing if that is gone, Krister.
Transition altitude.
Uncle John,
Yes, sir.
I want to tell you something else. They've done it to me twice now. My internet service provider changes the configuration offering on the fiber lines, and then they drop the prices and they don't let you know. So I don't know when they did it, but I changed today because I went into my account to see what's happening there. Okay, so now I've ordered a 200 meg up, 200 meg down fiber line for 200 Rand cheaper than I was paying currently for the 100 up, 100 down. They just don't tell you.
Crazy.
I don't think that's fair.
No, it's not.
Excellent, Krister. Excellent. I want to tell you something else. I've flown this X-Plane 12 a lot. This is the first time these clouds look so nice. They look more plausible. They really look much better. Yes, some of these formations used to drive me nuts, but it looks more plausible now.
I'll just be glad when the developers are able to get their hands on it.
Yeah. There's a couple of strange ones there in the distance. It doesn't look too kosher, but one thing at a time, I suppose.
Yep. I suppose I better think about getting something to eat before I keel over.
Gotcha, Krister. Yeah, it looks like you gotta keep an eye on these guys, man. Hello, Tommy. Welcome. Absolutely, Steve. Absolutely. But we do have high expectations, you see. And that's the thing. Because we're now comparing it to other sims as well as expectations. You know, reality versus expectations kind of blurred for X-Plane 12 right now, I think. Hey Andy, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Look at that climb rate. Yeah.
They still haven't sorted the turbulence out.
No, there's lots of work to be done here.
The wings never stay still. Ever.
I read something interesting today on one of our beta servers, not Zibo, somewhere else, where somebody said that, yeah, oh man, so somebody actually said that he was looking at that particular plane in development on that server, and he said that he found that Laminar inverted the engine code. I can't remember the exact wording he used, and he said he was very curious. Why would anybody do that? There was a piece of code in Explain 12 literally inverting the engine code. So what exactly, where, I don't know, I didn't go into it. One would think an obvious little mistake like that would be fixed long time ago. So that was an interesting thing I saw. Yeah, this aircraft struggling, man. Interesting. I mean, they don't visually depict the ice. I swear, it gives me the idea that we've picked up ice somewhere. I don't know, it's just weird. But the way it climbs, the excessive rates at which it climbs is just crazy. Spawning salmon, no, this is not X-Enviro. If it was X-Enviro, I would be much, much happier. No, this is Explain 12 Beta 13 default real world weather. Yeah. Crester, it's too late for that. If I did go to level change at one point, but I noticed it was too late. Tommy, he says airspeed low. Airspeed low. We can do this for 5 minutes, otherwise we get problems. So putting the timer on, let's see what we can do. Yeah, Explain 12 is getting nice. It's getting there, but there are such glaring mistakes still that we're waiting for fixes. Yeah, it climbed way over 5,000 foot at one stage there. This is crazy. crazy.
Thousand to level off.
Thousand to go.
So we'll stick to 3-4. I'm not going to climb higher, then I'll just leave it at that. Zibo, I wish you all watching. I hope you are watching.
He is. He's probably as frustrated as us.
Yep. It looks okay-ish at this time. Yeah, Eugene, I've been test piloting Zibo since 2017. I tell you what, this is the roughest stage of the journey. Yeah, I know, but again, Krista, the problem is not just fixing it. I fix it when I'm alone. The problem is if Zibo or Twixter watches this video, then they can see how it behaves, you know, in a full flight, you see. So that's part of it. Oh, we just went past. I'll show you. I actually got a naughty badge for it on the EFB. You'll see it come up now again. Zibo actually gave me a bit of a reward there. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but my logo is actually there amongst all the other famous people. Yeah. There you go. There's Skymatix. See? It's actually there. I've been at it a long time, man. But this is definitely the most excruciatingly painful, devastatingly tiring, frustrating part of the journey. Right, 174 nautical miles for top of descent. I think what I just need to do is I need to set it up correctly now, because otherwise we're going to have a problem later. Let's rather go do it there. References. 340. We're changing that to 340 and change this to 340, otherwise we get a problem later on with the off-schedule descent warning. Master caution. Right, so that will have a distance difference. Yeah, correct. We've lost a bit, so let's go start setting up quickly. Link. Execute. Shift M. KBUF. We are a bit heavy. Right, now believe it or not, we're going to do an RNAV today. If LPV was available, we could use that, but RNAV it is. So, final approach course 138.
Ready for descent procedure.
Yeah, you do what you need to do, honey. Oh, come on, jumping jack flash. Right, we need to descend to, I'm going to make it minimums 1120, so we'll make it 1200. Yo, Dracula. Yeah, at this point in time, we're just all reporting and waiting for Zibo to come back because he's obviously busy with real world stuff and all, and it's not as if there's a great haste to do anything because chasing your tail isn't part of the plan, you know, so we just have to put it through our paces and come up with ideas. Right, then we need to make sure we don't have an iOS in here. So the VOR is 1164. Let's put that in. Go. Right, minimums. I didn't put the minimums. Oops, that's the wrong button. 46. Right, this is an MDA, so we need to add extra 40. So it's 1120 on the charts. I'll show you quickly. 1120 there on the charts, so we'll make it 1160. Always Dracula, always. I tell you what, we've got a couple of perfectionists in this team. I've never worked in real world or in flight sim or anywhere else with any team like this. It's amazing, these guys. Everybody. Pixter, Zibo, even, you know, us Skymatix guys involved, you know, it's kind of people that are here. It's phenomenal people. It's nice working towards a common goal and everybody's got high standards. There's no slackers. You don't have to nag anybody to do anything.
Approach top of descent.
Hello, George. Hello, JT. I think I was muted when I spoke earlier to you, not sure.
You must have been.
Yeah.
Nico, I'm going to go and get something to eat. I'll catch up with you, if not before, in the morning.
Okay, enjoy, Uncle John.
All the best, bud. Good night, all.
Bye, Uncle John.
I like these clouds tonight. They're really nice. No, he's hungry, man. He's just hungry. Needs to go and get something to eat. I edit the actual file. There's a events.txt file. I think it's a .text file. Anyway, I edit it. I go use Note++. I find the line where she talks, and then I just put whatever text I want in there. You just have to be careful because you can't change the syntax. Don't change any commas and spaces and things. It's a very specific little bit that you have to change. Otherwise, you get all kinds of funnies. It doesn't like it. I'm not a programmer, so I took a chance, but I did make a mistake once or twice, so that's how I know. Got to be very careful how you edit that thing. Make a backup of your events file before you edit it anyway. Always a good tip. One that I don't always follow, but try remember. It's silly when it bites you like that, and you go, should have made a backup.
Approaching transition.
George, if you stick around a while, let's wait after I land. I'll show you quickly. It's not that difficult. It's just about not messing with any of the dots, the commas, the spaces and things. I'll show you it's not that hard, but you need to use a program like Note++, because Notepad, for instance, will change some of the spacings and the alignments and stuff, and then it will not work. So you need something like Note++. So in the interim, if you really want to give it a go, download Note++ quickly and install it, and then you'll be set. And I'll show you. It's not that difficult. You just got to be careful. Yeah, thunder. It is cool. Very cheap, all for free. How's a recorder? Carl, maybe you can answer this for me. This Stream Elements, okay, is a program that I used to use a long time ago, and I mean, I haven't used it in a long time. I've gone into their control panel. I cannot find where to switch off this stupid bot thing that's in the text. It started like a week ago. All of a sudden, out of the blue, it just started popping up. I checked in my YouTube settings. It is not an authorized admin or anything, and I don't know how to get rid of it. If you have any ideas, shout. Yeah. I mean, usually in YouTube, you need to authorize anything and everybody that gets access to your channel. But this thing, for some reason, you know, it does its thing. And you can see, look, there's a discrepancy. Nightbot is obviously the newer one with the correct details. The one that Stream Elements gives is old. I've changed a lot of those things. Okay, cool. Thanks, Paul. everything I do, Krister, is through stream, what's it? Slops. Streamlabs. What do they call this? Streamlabs. Yeah, the Streamlabs desktop, not Stream Elements. Stream Elements is old. And I just can't figure out how to stop this thing from coming, because it started on its own. I didn't invite it. It's not anywhere authorized in any of my YouTube settings. I don't know. It's weird. I wish I could delete my account or something. I can't even find a button like that because it's really annoying. No, we're getting closer. Once we've landed, we'll quickly look at this Note++ story and then call, if you don't mind. If you've got a minute, maybe we can figure it out together, because I'm stumped. I don't know. If anybody else has a clue, please shout. Thunder, are you going to show me how it works?
Me? I don't think you want me showing you.
Oh, just checking. Just checking.
I'd be there for moral support. Let's put it that way.
Thank you so much. Ricardo, this is beta 13. It was released a few hours ago, so this is not beta 12 anymore. It's X-Plane 12, but beta 13.
Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
First it's too fast, and then I forget the speed brake out, and then it goes too slow. Right, we're almost there. I better sit upright now. Guys, upright. Stow those tray tables. Let's get this thing on the ground. Yes, I don't use common. I don't know anybody that likes common. Everybody wants basic because you want to know where you are. But we nav common is a different thing. Not this time, Ricardo. No. This time there was a whole host of updates and a couple for AI, but you'll see it's a couple of 100 megabytes. It's not gigabytes again, and it's actually useful updates if you read through the list. If you're on our Discord, you'll find it in the Explain 12 folder, and otherwise just Google it quickly. It's on the Explain site, I believe. Can somebody quickly press exclamation mark PC again? Just want to see if it calls that other bot again, because it seems to have died off now. Thank you guys. No, there it still is. Damn it. Spoke too soon. Thank you guys, thanks for trying. There's the flickering.
Flaps 1 set.
Yeah, it wasn't long, eh?
Flaps 5 set.
No. Can't wait, it must die. George, we had theories in the beginning of X-Plane 11, but I think Zibo took care of that, so I don't know at this time. We try, George, but it's not always possible. Thank goodness we haven't lost the electricity again. If I ever just disappear, remember it's electricity. Yeah, it's just gone. When it's gone, it's gone.
Radio altimeter.
John Griffith donated $25.
Ooh. Hello, John, and thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate it.
Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for landing. Thousand to level off. Flaps 15 set. Taxi lights on.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, missing
Flaps
bridge
30
altitude
set.
set.
Ready for landing checklist.
Right, speed brake arm, auto brake set, flaps 30, gear down, green lights. There we go. Yeah, mobiles are stowed, tied down in my pocket.
500. Clear to land runway 14.
400. Approaching decision height. 500. Minimums. 300.
Yeah, wings are stretched. Coming in a bit low, yeah. Grab some branches, guys. Grab it.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
That was a hard one because I was struggling here to get my auto throttle off. I lost all my buttons on my yoke on short finals again. I hate it. Anyway, we made it. I'll pay for the chiropractors, don't worry. That was a hard landing. Yeah, well, it's the water's fault. We had to land hard in the water.
Nice landing. Really not bad this time.
Really not bad this time. Listen to Linda. Oh, she wants something. Yeah, I didn't understand it. The whole flight, I didn't have a single button not working in on short finals. I'm trying to get this thing to work, and I take my eyes and hand off just 1 second to fiddle with this stupid cable, and when I look up, I'm too far down already. Anyway. Right. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
Oh man, happens to the best of us. What can we say? I tell you what, we displaced the water definitely when we landed.
After landing, procedure complete.
Yeah, so now I don't know where these lines are. That's the only thing. I don't know what the leading line
Flaps
would
up and
be.
set.
Ooh, I'm skew. Really skew. It's the what do you call it? Speed brake that stows. It literally, that's what it sounds like. It's just the speed brake that goes into stow. If we're thinking about the same scream. Okay, well, not pretty, but it's done. Tugboat. It feels like it. Thank you, John. You too. Nice to see you again. Talk soon. All right. Okay. So now we're just waiting for this thing to come up. We can set our brake so long, and we can jocks GPU. It's cool. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Yeah. Okay, so. Okay,
Ready
that's
for
fine, Cole.
shutdown
We'll talk again.
procedure.
Don't worry about it. Hope you can enjoy whatever you need to do now. So we'll talk. Pleasure, Krister. Have a good one. I'm just filing my flight plan, and then I'll quickly open up that events file and show you guys how that works. Explain. Wow. Aircraft, Zibo,
Shutdown procedure
E738, plugins, Linda.
Ready for shutdown checklist.
Bye bye, bye bye. Alright, so display capture. Alright. So that's the file, events.txt. So you get it in the Zibo plugins Copilot main systems file folder. Right. Have a good evening, Rob. Thank you. Yeah. Right, and this is it. So if we do a search, I'm just going to search the word captain. There we go. There's the line. Right, so it says, hello captain, exclamation mark. Nice to see you again, exclamation mark. Space, please remember to start the ACARS. So it's line number 29. If you open that file, and all you need to do then is keep the comma and no space. Hello captain, whatever you want to say, exclamation mark, space, the next bit, exclamation mark, space, the next bit. You see the thing, and at the end, no space. Right, comma. And believe it or not, those flippin' spaces, they actually mean something apparently. And then it breaks, it doesn't want to work. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying is make a backup of this file. Let me bring it up again, put it one side. Right, so there you can see the path. It's the events.txt file, and that's the line. Now you can obviously scan through this whole file and go edit any of the text that you want. Again, just be wary, be careful. You know, be careful how you change it. And obviously when you're done, you just save it. But remember, it has to be in Note++. Don't do this in Notepad or any other text editor, because it's got the nasty habit of not saving all the spaces in the right place and all. This isn't, I don't know if it's the right word, but this is an absolute editor. It doesn't add spaces at the end of the line and weird things like some other text editors do. What you see is what you get. And that's it. Once you've saved it, obviously do this when Explain is not running, right? I mean, that's just common sense, right? Do it when Explain is not running, and then obviously I have to load Explain up again to get it to work, and then you'll see it's there. There's also another interesting line where altitude is spelled incorrectly. It took me a while to find that line, okay? So I've obviously fixed it, but I mean, if you use the little binoculars there, that's your search function. She used to pronounce altitude something like altitude. And I mean, I had to search through this thing for like a good few minutes before I found that spelling mistake. You know, and now at least when she says altitude, it doesn't sound that bad. So, and that comes from Jar. I haven't actually told you, Janie, about it. When next time we'll talk, I'll tell him. But yeah, that's it. That's all it is. All it is.
Another one, Nico, is before taxi is a good time to have a reminder.
Oh yes, yeah. Look, the guys can then add it and play with it. For sure. Thanks, Thunder. Yeah. Sir, we are about to take off. Did you really start your ACARs?
Yeah, put whatever you like.
Yeah, exactly. George.
I have her calling me sir a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, George, the trick lies here. See, this is your little speech engine. If you followed the instructions in the guide, you would have assigned a button to this thing, which means that it will only activate when you press the button, so only on demand. Okay, so what I do, obviously, Explain needs to be focused. So you click on Explain, make sure it's focused. Let me bring it back. All right, so we click on Explain, then I press the button. Now it's listening. See? When I let go of the button, it stops listening. And that's how you need to set it up. The only other way to get it to work is to press this button and then to press it again to switch it off. But it's easier. On my yoke, I just assigned a button. So every time I speak to her, it activates, and when it's done, it's done. So, hello.
Hello, Cap.
You see, I've trained her well. Monkey see, monkey do. So, you just got to read the manual, man. Just set it up the way they told you to do it, and it's fine. Once you got the button, you're okay. The other button that I've set up, obviously, is for the widget. I don't want the widget on my screen the whole time. So, the same budget, it rocks both ways. Just press one for talk and the other one for the widget. Yeah, you got to train it. Just keep on training, George. Because remember, it's not Linda's speech engine. This is the Microsoft built-in speech engine that they're just using to talk to her. So just keep on training it. Maybe go into your control panel. There's advanced training that you can do with the speech engine where you can actually sit and it feels like you're reading a book to it, and it quickly picks up on you. Really, it does. I mean, it's going to take a couple of days to read the book a couple of times to this speech engine, and then you should be fine. Anything else, guys? Are we going to call it quits tonight? Yeah. At the end of the day, you must also remember, I think by default, it's looking for an American, US kind of an accent, okay? And that's one of the reasons I struggled in the old days with FS2 crew in FSX and P3D. I really had struggles because sometimes I've got to roll my R a little bit differently, because otherwise this thing doesn't hear you. And it's just because it's I mean, obviously the technology wasn't as great back in the day, but it's it's funny, you know. Sometimes you just have to speak funny. So, that's it. Unless there's anything else, I'm gonna call it a night. Ladies and gentlemen, you go have fun, whatever you do. It's late here, it's past 11 p.m., so I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah, you too, George.
Have a great night.
Thank you, Thunder. And when your time comes, you as well.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye, everyone.